Hi, and welcome to 123 Ivy's video. Now, today I'm going to show you how to make a duct tape bracelet. So, the first thing you want to do is take your main color, but you won't see it very well, but it's just still going to be your main color. Now, my main color is white. Now, you want to take a long strip of your main color and wrap it around your wrist like this, just to see if it's big, to see how much you should cut off. So, now I know that I'm supposed to cut off right there. And so, just cut that off. You can cut it or rip it, whichever you'd want to do. Now, that to the side. This is all the weight you're going to be needing. So, now you just want to fold it in half, like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be somewhat like what I'm doing. So now, and if there's some adhesive sides facing, just fold them in. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's actually fine if they're facing, but just try to keep those in. So now you have a folded strip of white, and you can measure it around your wrist to see if it fits. So I'm just going to measure this, see if it fits, and it fits perfectly. So now what you want to do is you want to take your second color, which my second color will be pink, and just take a long strip. And what you want to do, this might be the tricky part, but I'll go up close. So you take your piece, have your piece, and then you want to fold it in like triangles. Not so big, but just small triangles like that. And then do it on the other side like that. So it's kind of like triangle, of course. So like that. And then you want to leave about an inch. You want to leave about an inch away from your color that's folded in to where you're going to be cutting it. So I just made a mark here. So that this is how big it should be. It doesn't have to be perfect every time, just this should be about how big. And then you just want to cut or rip that off. I think cutting is much easier. Some duct tape cutting is much easier, but some duct tape ripping is much easier. So now you have a little triangle thing. So you have that, and what you want to do is you want to make about around 5 of these. So to make time go quicker, to make this go quicker, you want to take a big piece of duct tape. Just get it. You want to take a big piece of duct tape, cut it or rip it off, ripping it, and you want to fold one side in. So now you have it folded in, but then you have all of this room. So you want to cut it in half. or actually cut the duct tape where cut it where it's supposed to be cut. So now we have two. And then you want to do the same thing again. Fold it in like I showed you. And then cut. And then cut where you're supposed to cut. Like that. And just want to keep repeating that. And you want to see how many you could get in here. Just going to do it again. And I think that I can get one last one in there. This will be my fifth one. See how easy this is? When you have a bigger strip. So now we have all 5 of our little pieces right here. So we have all our pieces right here. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then, and you can make more after, but 5 is the most we're going to do for now. Now, you just want to take the blue and do the same exact thing. And I think it's a little easier, so you just want to take a really big strip duct tape, and you want to do the same thing. Fold one thing in, and then have so much room, and then cut where you're supposed to. And then just keep on doing that. What I do is, before I make it go even quicker, I do this side, and then I do the other side, like this. And then I just cut this one. And then I just cut that one. So now we have 3, and then I do the same thing. I fold that, and then I fold the other side. And that. Then I just cut that. And then cut this, and there you have it. Five blues and 5 reds, so you should have 10 in all. So then, what we're going to do is we're going to start making our bracelet. So take one, I'm just going to pick the blue first, and you put it on to leave that much remaining, and you just fold the back in like that, and then you take the next color, pink, and you put it slightly on there, like this, slightly on, and then you want to fold them in again. So you have that. And then you just keep this going. You just keep this pattern going. That. And once you have reached the end of your bracelet, so you have this bracelet. Since there's a lot of extra room, I'm just going to make one more blue, just one more, so that there's enough room. Okay, so now you put the blue on, and now I just need one more pink. So I think your average would be 6 of these. I think you should make extra, just in case. So now I have another pink, and now I'm just going to put that on. And I think this is actually a really, really nice bracelet. I think this is the best bracelet I have, which I have also made. You can also see that I've made sort of a flower rose pen. See, it's a pen, right? And this bracelet's really nice. So now, after you're done with that, to close it, like to put it on your wrist, you just want to take a piece of duct tape. I'm going to take my white since it's my main color. Just a small piece. Just take about this big. And you want to turn it over so the sticky side is like on your table. You see, the sticky side is like on my table. It's like stuck there. And then you want to start rolling it in. So it's the sticky side right here. It's very sticky. So then you have this big, long, sticky thing. Since that won't fit the bracelet, you want to cut it in half. And you want to stick these together. Stick them together like that. And put it this end on the end of your bracelet. See the end. And the great thing about this is that you can adjust it. So I'm going to put it on me. And if it's a little too big for me, I can just adjust it. See, it's just perfect. And the way you adjust it is that you take the sticky side off. You take the sticky off, and you could put it farther onto the bracelet. So it would be like really tight. I hope you have enjoyed my how to make duct tape bracelet video. And see, now you have this awesome duct tape bracelet. Thanks.